She checked the mailbox like she always did. 12 years of silence had taught her not to expect anything. But today was different. Nestled between bills and flyers was a single postcard. Snowy mountains. No message. No name. Just these chilling words printed in cold ink. Wish you were here. Her heart stopped. Couldn't be. Before we dive into understanding the mystery behind the postcard and why it shattered 12 years of silence, please like, subscribe, and share this video. 12 years ago, her ex-husband vanished with their 6-year-old twins. Gone without a trace. No calls, no ransom, no goodbyes, just gone. And now, after all this time, just as hope had finally given way to grief, this card shows up, postmarked from Alaska. What happened to her babies? Why now? And what secret has been hiding in the frozen north all these years? Spring 2013 in Cedar Falls. A quiet, suburban town bordered by evergreen forests and rushing streams. Sarah Collins had remarried after her divorce from Jeff Matthews, a quiet, reserved man who adored their 6-year-old twins, Lily and Eric. Jeff was a meticulous craftsman, a carpenter by trade with a small workshop at home. His hands built their play kitchen, their bunk beds, and even a treehouse in the backyard. The twins adored him. On April 12, 2013, Jeff was discontinuing his shift at the workshop. Word of mouth shared that he took Lily and Eric then seeks out for breakfast at their favorite diner and planned to return them by lunch for their weekly visit with Mom. He never did. Jeff kissed the twins goodbye at 8:30 a.m., buckled them into the car, and drove away. Sarah took this visit for granted. It was routine. But noon came and went. Later, when police called to confirm their safety, they learned nobody answered the front door. Calls to Jeff's phone went straight to voicemail, and the kids' place settings sat untouched at home. Police arrived at Sarah's home. No signs of forced entry. Car keys and phones untouched. The workshop was locked. The kids' favorite stuffed animals lay scattered on the kitchen floor. Sarah, frantic, pleaded with neighbors, stores, and cafe owners. Did you see them? A neighbor remembered Jeff whispering on the phone the morning before, "I'll be back soon." But no one saw which direction he drove. Authorities issued an Amber Alert. The investigation turned up no evidence. No ATM withdrawals, no phone pings, no sightings along major routes. No blood in the house. No personal belongings scattered. It was as if the entire family simply evaporated. Days became weeks. Sarah slept on the living room couch, haunted by voicemail. Lily, Eric, call me, played endlessly on loop. She plastered flyers citywide. Have you seen my babies? Phone tips came in, unverified sketchy sightings in other states. Some led nowhere. Months later, the Amber Alert faded. Secret investigators continued, but Sarah felt abandoned. Sarah never remarried. She dedicated herself to parenting Lily and Eric, even though they were gone. She volunteered for missing children causes. She taught art at the community center. She kept the twins' bunk beds in place, mementos on the dressers, toys never donated. By 2016, she'd bought cedar trees in their honor, planted them in the backyard on the twins' birthdays. Cedar Falls welcomed new families. But for Sarah, every birthday, every Christmas, every backyard picnic lacked their laughter. Birds chirped where two voices once called her Mommy. Reports on their case dwindled. The police file, still open, grew cold. Jeff Matthews, considered the prime suspect. But without bodies, without concrete leads, it was unprosecutable. April 12, 2025, Sarah, now 49, marks the anniversary in solitude. She sets their small wooden plates at the kitchen table and sips coffee in silence. Her days follow a quiet rhythm of walking, painting, gardening, and exhaustion of hope. Then, on a bright afternoon, her mail drops an envelope, a postcard from Alaska. No return address, no note, except for an image of a snow-capped mountain and evergreen trees, and a simple phrase printed in crisp white. Wish you were here, sits heavy in her hands. Postmarked Anchorage. 12 years. Why now? Her heart pounds, mind racing. Why send this after 12 years? Did Jeff survive? Are the twins alive? Could they be asking for help? Fingers shake as she phones the police. The sheriff sends detectives and forensic experts. Sarah's siblings and her parents drop everything. They gather, hoping she has answers, fearing there are none. They stand in the kitchen. Sarah holds the postcard to the window light, counting the postmark's smudged date. Was this an old card sent late, or fresh evidence? Detectives analyze the postcard. Postage, paid electronically. Not a stamp. Ink fingerprint-friendly paper. No handwriting. The image was taken in the 2010s. Authorities compare printing dates with recorded card batches. They access the kiosk's footage. A face emerges. Someone using a print and mail machine in late March 2025. The prints are grainy, but detectives see a tall male, gray-blue coat, carrying a burlap bag. Police revisit old surveillances, ATM records, and Jeff's phone pings. Nothing unusual except that the twins' last known sighting was near Cedar Falls Community Pool, but no cameras. Jeff's phone pinged near Anchorage in 2014, isolated, unconfirmed. A detective notices a crucial detail. The mountain on the front of the postcard matches Chugach Mountains, Anchorage area, not Denali. Alaska's rough expanse is no hiding place, but survival is possible if you know the land. Fingerprints from the bag. Partial match with Jeff Matthews. DNA archives have his from 2013. A blurry image on a store network camera shows the same bag in Anchorage weeks earlier. That man could be Jeff, or someone imitating him. Could the twins survive under his watch? Alaska State Troopers search photo logs of known campsites near Anchorage. One backpack in late 2024 had familiar initials EM twice on its side, matching Eric Matthews. They isolate photographs from hikers, attributed to a professional site. They spot children, shy behind a man, smiles fading as the group leaves to remote woods. Hikers' social media image surfaces online. A man with the same gray-blue coat and tall posture. Two small children by his side buying hot cocoa in a rustic diner. If it's Jeff and the twins, they're alive and under difficult circumstances. But I'm still lost. News horrors, child abductions and survival stories, joyful reunions, they breach Sarah's consciousness. She allows herself to dream of hugging Lily and Eric again. But she trembles at what she'll face, fearful. Are they abused? Traumatized? Living in isolation? Local papers explode with headlines. Mother receives postcard from Alaska after 12 years. Crowdfunding starts to locate the family. Support urges search across state lines. Some old Cedar Falls claim the card is fake. Someone is trolling. Sarah is hurt but defiant. I know what this card is. Police work with the Alaska Bureau of Investigation. Troopers and U.S. Marshals write task orders. They identify cabins near the diner, campsites where kids had been mentioned. Sarah prepares to fly to Anchorage. Interviews with hikers, locals. Detective Thomas Morehouse leads. Sarah stands on a gravel cabin porch. Airport shower of cold Alaskan air. She breathes freezing mist. Memories overwhelm. Lily's laughter. Eric's smile. All those missing days. Investigators spy satellite imagery. Tiny footprints leading from camp across creek. Cabin surveillance camera captures one man who resembles Jeff Matthews entering storage for supplies. He's alone, not the kids. That means they could have run deeper into the wilderness or moved separate. A distant cousin, in Alaska 6 months ago, saw a man with kids at a fishing lodge. Father and twins. He said, they look a little wild, kind of withdrawn, like they'd been living rough. Sketch refreshed from memory. Similar posture to Jeff Matthews, broad shoulders, mid-40s, gray coat. Sarah and Thomas stake out near a remote cabin, footprint patterns overnight. They wait in cold vigilance. At dawn, a gray-blue coat silhouette appears, two small shadows close behind. Sarah's breath catches. He's Jeff Matthews. Sarah steps forward crying, Lily? Eric. They don't react at first, quiet, wary. Then Eric speaks. Mom. Lily's voice on the wind. Sarah weeps. Jeff steps back. Twisted desperation. Regret in his eyes. Sarah hugs the twins, cautious yet overwhelmed. Jeff speaks quietly. I couldn't let them go. I thought they'd be safer with me, away from everything. His voice breaks. He didn't plan. He panicked after losing his job, but never intended for it to be final. Jeff is taken for questioning. He faces federal charges. The twins are taken for psychological exams, safe, alive, but traumatized. They remember campfires, the mountain snow, and living outdoors. Sarah watches them, children transformed by years in corners of the world. At trial, Jeff testifies. Mental breakdown, fear of losing twins in divorce. He experiences sentencing for child abduction and interference with parental rights. Less jail than murder since there was no harm. She files a custody petition. A judge grants full custody. Twins placed with a therapist-assisted family, rebuilding their childhood. Summer 2026. Sarah teaches the twins how to bake cookies again. They laugh. Lily corrects Eric stirring. They attend community play. Sarah's tearful ovation. Her neighbors whisper, "Kids back." Tears fall. Sarah speaks at a missing persons support group. She shows the postcard. Sometimes the smallest message is all it takes, she says. Sometimes we don't know the full story. We just keep hoping. Plaques planted in Cedar Falls Park. In honor of Lily and Eric Collins. Lost, but returned. Sarah watches them run around a rainbow slide. A childhood reclaimed. In 2013, Sarah lost everything she held dear on a spring morning. For 12 years, she prayed and waited in silence. And just when the world had moved on, a simple postcard, "Wish you were here," brought her everything back. This story reminds us, hope doesn't die, even when all seems lost. And sometimes the smallest gesture, a single card, can redraw the lines of a lifetime. If you've been touched by Sarah's journey, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you're waiting for someone who's lost, don't give up. Your postcard might be on its way.